kids, remember the hits of the 80s? All your favorites like Pocket Rockers and Shark Watches? I sure do. Gee whiz, remember when Don Johnson lit up the airwaves in Miami Vice? Oh boy! How about wine coolers? You remember those? Well, they're back! Actually, they kinda never went away. Today on HTD, wine coolers. What are they? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Who invented them? I don't know any of that, actually. I can't make a promise to answer those questions. The definition I found suggested that wine coolers were wine-based, lower-proof beverages that was basically like wine and fruit juice combined into a ready-to-drink bottle. The wine cooler achieved a real, pretty high level of popularity from the mid 80s to the early to mid 90s. And what happened was, I think the term is excise tax. The excise tax on the wine component of wine coolers quintupled, literally multiplied by 5. Nobody could make enough money on wine coolers anymore. The margins shrank. So they switched over to malt beverages. That's where you get Zima comes from. Zima comes to the market when the wine cooler basically is made financially non-viable. Things like Mike's Hard, all that stuff. The wine coolers, they tried to keep the brands and the identities alive by just calling them coolers or malt coolers. Most of those brands didn't survive. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it was just because it was an opportunity where new stuff came to the market and it was hotter and newer and cooler. I don't know if it was because well, no, it was the wine. I wanted the wine. I'm a wine drinker. I'm not drinking a $1 bottle of 6% sweet booze. I enjoy a nice glass of wine. I'm classy. You took the wine out of my wine cooler? Per se. I don't know what per se means. It's just an expression I made up. Whatever you would say when you're the person who does that and is upset about the lack of wine in their wine cooler. So for whatever reason, the wine cooler mostly died. A few brands have managed to hold on. Seagram's still makes a drink we can call a wine cooler, even though there's not wine in it. Bartles and Jaymes is still around. I think technically they went away, restructured, got bought, sold. And now the brand is back.
Because my last name is Bartles and Ed's is Jaymes.
So Bartles and Jaymes is still around, and also Boone Hill is still around making their fruity, sweetie wine. But now they sell it in a big old 750. They don't put it in a little bottle. There was one, I think it was popular in the UK. It was like Booch's Hooch. It's something hooch. It's somebody's hooch. Maybe it's not Booch's hooch. That can't be real. I thought it was like a joke, like an SNL bit. Nope. And also, there are some new wine coolers on the market. Upmarket things. They're burnishing the brand of the wine cooler. They're bringing it back from the dead. It's back, baby, and better than ever. We're gonna torture Greg making him drink fucking wine coolers. That sound like something you want to see? Fucking better be, man! I don't know, there's something about this outfit. I'm all keyed up and aggressive. Where do we start? We start with this, the Seagrams? My good God, that can't be the real name of this flavor. What? That's real? How is that possible? This flavor of Seagram's wine cooler is Jamaican Me Happy. In the year 2022. We didn't buy this like vintage on eBay. Behold, Jamaican Me Happy. Seagram's Escapes. For the love of God, man. It's twist off. Well, it's light and it's pink. It's 3.2% alcohol by volume. That's pretty low. That's lower than even a hard seltzer. Seagram's Escapes, right? That's the new branding for these. They used to be Seagram's Golden wine coolers. They're wet and they're dry. Seagram's Golden wine cooler is wet and it's dry. Golden wine cooler. It's disgusting. Okay, here we go. Seagram's Escapes. I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to escape myself. That's a strawberry soda. Just straight up a strawberry soda. I can't believe that has alcohol in it at all, but I mean, it is only 3%. That's crazy. I don't know what the brand was, but like Arbuncle or whatever it was, strawberry sodas that my grandma used to get for me. That's what that tastes like. And watermelon. Yeah, there is like a strawberry watermelon kind of thing. I guess they're saying there's lemon as well, but it's so sweet. Can you imagine, not everybody, but me, you, drinking enough of these to get drunk? You know how much fucking sugar you'd have to ingest? It'd be like eating 12 bowls of ice cream.
I don't remember wine coolers quite tasting like that, though. They used to be different.
Winier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have never drank a wine cooler, so I don't know what to expect here. It's like a Jones soda.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah,
it's the same color and everything. It is so sweet. That's crazy.
Right, like they could have taken Jones's soda, poured them into these bottles,
add
thrown
like a few drops of liquor to it. That's probably what it is. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, I already feel sick, like just from the sugar content. Man, that's rough. Can we have another one, please?
Should I just bring all the Seagrams in?
Let's just get it over with.
Okay. I feel like they're all going to taste like some variation of that.
There's that many of these? Seagrams, y'all got some explaining to do because these are marketed to children. What in the shit is this? Here we go with Seagram's fucking wild berry. Somebody in the comments, by the way, is going to be very upset that I'm shitting on these. Somebody's going to be like, this whole channel has gotten so negative, Greg. Just let people like what they like. Just let them enjoy it. Sir or madam, I refer you to Fran Leibowitz. She will answer on my behalf in this case. Down the hatch, boys. That's what me and the boys like. It's wet and dry. That joke will never get old to me. I don't know why. It just won't.
It's so ridiculous.
Oh man, that is the wild berry. It tastes like wild berry. There's not much else to say. There is zero there at all to making these taste like alcohol or to making them taste like wine or anything. I mean, they are coolers. They're not wine coolers. So why should we expect differently? I don't know. It is a soft drink. It is a soft drink that is somehow 3.2% alcohol. It tastes exactly like a soft drink. Let's just get through these quick. There's no sense in spending time on these. My God. Which one did I have in my hand? This one's red. Oh, this is strawberry daiquiri? Wait a minute. This is actually pretending to be a real thing. Here we go. Melted strawberry Jolly Rancher. That is the flavor of this. Look at this, I'm shaking. I've got the shakes from my sugar content. That tastes like something that they would put on your ice cream at a Dairy Queen. Like the red magic shell or something. All right, apparently this is a classic lime margarita. Let's open her up. The frozen stick in the freezer. That liquid in the plastic tube that cuts the sides of your mouth that you have at the pool party, it's the green one. Oh my God. It is that. And it's so low in proof, I bet you could freeze these.
This one I mind the least so far.
Yeah, I guess that is not saying much.
Because it is pretty dry, so it's just not as sweet maybe as the other ones.
No, it's exactly as sweet as the other ones.
It doesn't taste as sweet.
It's just that it's balancing it with some lime, yeah. It's giving me a headache.
Yeah,
It's like,
these are pretty bad.
I really can't have this kind of stuff. Oh my God, passion fruit mango. I don't know what that taste is. That is some kind of a snow cone I had when I was a kid. I don't know where it was. It was someplace hot. I'm so sticky from this stuff.
It's the bottom of the snow cone where all the syrup came.
Absolutely. All right, the last one is the one I'm the most excited for. Calypso Colada. Oh, ow, you're cutting me. What happened? Why is this one so sharp? Didn't like me insulting it, I guess.
Kind of matches your shirt though.
Yep, it's stealth. Blends, disappears. Here we go, Calypso Colada. That is the taste of the pina colada flavored Italian ice from the ice cream truck when I was a kid. It is also the taste of the smell of the tanning oil that my mother lived in. We didn't have sunblock. We had cooking oil that you wore on your skin to amplify the rate at which you died from skin cancer. And my mom wore a lot of it. I don't know how she doesn't have skin cancer. I think it's just proof that they don't know nothing. It's just all, you're either gonna get it or you're not. It's genetics. That woman cooked herself.
If you have the predisposition, there are things you can do to exasperate
You know, I was not allowed to wear sunblock as a child.
because she wanted you to adapt.
Because we're Italian. You don't need that shit. But I get sunburns. No, you don't. That's it for Seagram's. I have no closing thoughts. I don't know. They're sody pops. These are sody pops. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting something that tasted vaguely of wine. That was dumb. Obviously, these don't have wine in them anymore. They haven't in a long time. The golden wine coolers, which were wet and dry, were a little bit classier than the Seagram's Escapes melted ice pops. And I'm gonna clear them out of here and be right back after this with hopefully something that tastes like something that exists right after this. Hey there, campers. Ranger Greg here, and I'm partnered with Yellowstone Bourbon to take you on a mixological tour of the national parks. It might surprise you to know that Great Smoky National Park is year after year the most visited of all the national parks, but that's only one of the reasons it belongs in this mixological salute to the parks. The park consists of portions of both the Blue Ridge and Smoky Mountain ranges, both of which are portions of the Appalachian Mountains that run most of the length of the eastern U.S. To me, it's one of those things where it seems too simple to be true. You expect it to turn out to be some kind of myth, but no. It is actually true that the Great Smoky Mountains get their name from the frequent fogs that hang in their valleys and rise up in plumes that have a bluish tint. The Cherokee people who originally lived here actually called it Shakanohe, which means land of the blue smoke. The fog plumes are actually produced by the forest vegetation, which gives off an unusually high number of volatile organic compounds, which combined with the high humidity and rain in the area has a tendency to produce this bluish fog. Thinking about those Smoky Mountains being down in whiskey country got me thinking about a drink I call a Great Smoky, because I'm not a very creative person sometimes. You're going to start with a 1 ounce pour of Blanc Vermouth into a mixing glass. Now, Blanc Vermouth is not the same thing as a dry vermouth. A Blanc Vermouth or Bianco Vermouth is a white vermouth that is herbal and a bit sweet. We need 2 ounces of our Yellowstone bourbon. This is an unusual ingredient. I want 2 dashes of celery bitters. I'm gonna crack some ice over that. I'm gonna smoke this with oak and a bit of cedar. And now very gently pour that drink with the smoke into our glass. And if we do it right, we should have a fog bank that just sort of hangs out on our liquid there. And I don't know, I think it's appropriate to garnish this with a sprig of something natural looking, cedar, rosemary, whatever. And there we have a Great Smoky. That is a fascinating drink. The smoke is obviously in your face. It's everywhere in the room right now. The whole environment is smoked. We are amidst a smoky forest. But then the drink itself is so crisp and fresh. There's a real dichotomy between the two. This almost oppressive, heavy, lingering, murky, kind of musty smoke, and this fresh, green spring day that you get from combining the Blanc Vermouth and the celery bitters and our Yellowstone bourbon. So there we have it. A Great Smoky. Yellowstone Bourbon donates $1.50 for each bottle sold to the National Parks Conservation Association to help protect and preserve our national parks. To celebrate the 150th anniversary of both park and bourbon, they've released the Yellowstone Select Landmark Edition bottle series. Visit limestonebranch.com to find out where you can pick up a bottle in your area. And I personally want to thank Yellowstone Bourbon for sponsoring this series and helping me take you on a tour of our national parks, one glass at a time. Well, we had an idea while you guys were watching that commercial. Maybe we should combine them all to see if that improved them. And anyway, I knew you were going to be demanding I do so in the comments. And so here it is, the ultimate Seagram's Escape. Sour Candy Apple Jolly Rancher Gummy Bear Jelly Bean. It somehow just tastes the same as all of them. There is no difference. Yeah. What a letdown. Yep, that's the same. Oh, goodbye, Seagram's. And by the way, if you're interested in that stuff that Ranger Greg was all talking about there, why don't you hop on over to Curiata, drink.curiata.com, use the link in the pin comp below, because from what I hear, Yellowstone Bourbon will be picking up the tab on the shipping costs of anything you order from Curiata, as long as they're in the cart there. So order whatever you want, get some Yellowstone Bourbon in there, and it'll be free shipping. So swing on by. On with the show now. What do we got next, Mara? What are we throwing over here?
I have hope for this one. Maybe foolishly, but I do.
This actually says it's a wine cooler. This is Bartles and Jaymes, the original wine cooler, the original Bartles and Jaymes, established 1984. Okay, Bartles, there you go. A little fizzy poppy. Ooh, man, that doesn't smell good.
Oh, yeah. I honestly, for a second, I was like, oh, did Greg fart? Oh, don't say anything. That's mean.
That doesn't smell good. I'm gonna drink some water first. I have to prepare myself.
It's asphalt.
Yeah, actually it does have, that's great. I wouldn't have caught that. I was gonna say it smells like a robot fart. Now that you've said that, I don't even know if I can bring my lips to this. Bartles and Jaymes, it smells like hot tar asphalt. The original's Bartles and Jaymes, 1984, Modesto, California. Premium wine cooler. This is the ginger and lemon. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. It's probably that artificial ginger or something. If you have an idea for a new delicious premium wine cooler you think we should make, or if you would just like to say hello, please drop us a line. I'll take suggestions. Refrigerate after opening. Refrigerate after opening, it's a can. Who's gonna refrigerate this after opening? Oh, just a third of a can is fine. I'll finish it some other time. Put it in the fridge.
What is the alcohol content?
4%. So this one actually claims to have wine as a wine cooler, so I've got to prepare myself for something that tastes like it's from the planet Earth, maybe, but possibly from the bowels of the Earth. I mean, it does smell like hot tar. It doesn't not taste like hot tar. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat, that is something else. They approved that, put it in a can, and sold it to human beings. Holy shit. Oh my God. So that flavor is, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what the name of the chemical compound is. They say this has ginger and lemon in it. That is the flavor of an artificial lemongrass or lemongrass natural oil or something that I have seen in a few things. This has more of it than anything else. It is never great for me when that shows up. It's a nice can of hot tar. It smells like it. It tastes like it. When someone tells you who they are, you should believe them the first time. That's what I say to this Bartles and Jaymes. It's possible the other stuff's gonna be good. This one, you gotta be a special kind of flavor masochist to enjoy that.
It lingers too.
It's worse, man. I thought I was overblowing it, but like as soon as you smell it, you're driving in traffic, there's construction, the cones are out, the guy with the slow down sign, you're crawling along, and they got the hot topper going. That's this. Well, I'm not drinking any more of that. I just am not. That is so bad. Wow. Well, we got some content now.
I like their branding too. I'm bummed.
The branding is cute. You're a sucker for stripes.
Ah.
And if they're on an angle, even better.
You ready for
Yeah,
this one?
sure.
I'm scared of this one now.
Oh, because the last one was so special? Oh. She's scared of this one because this one is cucumber. And man, when cucumber flavor goes bad, does it go bad. Look,
Sorry.
Yeah, we could call that cucumber.
I'm getting pickles.
You could call that pickles. It also smells a little bit like something that may be somewhat foreign to you, but a smell that I've always referred to as condom spice.
I want to ask what that is, but I have to.
Well, it's the smell of a condom. It's not a great smell. Let's give it a try. Why not? They put dill in it. It's a cucumber lime wine cooler, but somebody decided to play a little trick on you and throw dill in it. So now it's a pickle lime cooler. That tastes like pickles. It really, truly tastes like a dill pickle. That's weird. Why would you make a dill pickle wine cooler? Are you trying to go back out of business? What are you doing? Tastes like a pickle barrel. Like down at Dirt Mall Pickle Barrel. Tastes like a Brooklyn pickle. Okay, Bartles and Jaymes. Okay. I see what you're doing. Now you're just fucking with me. What's next, Meredith? Grapefruit green tea. Now that sounds promising. Oh, we're back to road tar. This is road tar plus strawberry. So now I'm driving past the construction site, but for some reason I've got some strawberries in the center console and I'm picking at them as a snack. Yeah, that's fucking gross, man. This is some disgusting shit. Why did you put asphalt in your drinks, Bartles and Jaymes? Answer the question. Why'd you do it? Who hurt you? Who are you trying to get revenge against? This seems like something the Joker would do. Like, is Axis Chemicals involved? What is going on here? It's insanity. Bring me the next Bartles and Jaymes.
We're done. That's it. Just those three.
Well, thank fucking God, man. I can't handle any more of that. More wine coolers right after this. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready for more punishment. What's the next wine cooler for me?
We'll continue for one more to time travel back to things that actually existed.
Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill, an American original. Boone's Farm flavored citrus wine has been an American institution since the very beginning of the Republic. Boone's Strawberry Farm Wine Hill, for the times when you need a citrus flavored wine of strawberry wine Boone Farm Town. All right, this is Boone's Hill. This one's actually been around. They haven't rebranded, right? Like, so has the formula changed? Yeah, probably. But officially, like, it's the same product that's been around since the heyday, the golden age of the wine cooler. 7.5% alcohol by volume, a little Strawberry Hill wine. That's outrageously sweet. That is a incredibly sweet candy-like thing, but it's more interesting in that it tastes like strawberries and cream. There's a creaminess to it. It tastes like strawberry cream soda as opposed to like a super ultra sweet strawberry soda. I hate it. I want to be very clear. I despise this vile affront to all winedom. And I'm not even a wine snob. I think that wine snobs are ridiculous people. I'm a ridiculous person. Don't think that the feeling isn't mutual. I also hold myself in deep contempt. No alcoholic beverage needs to be this sweet or this pink. But it is an interesting flavor. It tastes more like real strawberries than the other strawberry stuff. So it's got that going for it. And a little bit more ABV to boot. So I guess this is the one to have if you're only having one.
No.
Meredith, you can't just say it's bad. You gotta say why it's bad.
It tastes like nothing. Like, that's... The Seagrams had soda. This is just like flat Seagrams.
So next up, we got Boone's Mountain Berry Malt Beverage with artificial... Wait a second. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on now. This one says flavored citrus wine. This one says malt beverage with artificial flavors. Another good thing to know, Strawberry Hill, 7-something%, right? This is a fundamentally different product. This is 7.5%. But the Mountain Berry, this is 750 milliliters of 3.5%. This is something else. I think that Strawberry Hill has been on the market for a really long time. I think that's like an original one. I mean, it is syrupy sweet. Oh, that's so funny. There is like a note of black tea. I was perplexed by it because it is very sweet. You know, all the berry flavors, you know, that don't really taste like berries because berries are mostly pretty tart and citrusy, actually. But once you sweeten the hell out of them, you get that berry flavor. I don't know what to call it. Gummy berry juice. But there is a beet in there that tastes not like an Earl Grey, but just like a black tea, like an orange pekoe or something, I think.
I much prefer this over the strawberry. I don't know how anyone would drink a full glass of it.
Yeah, like it seems like something that you would reduce into a syrup and use as an ingredient in something else.
Or like put seltzer in this. I guess if you really don't want to drink, but you want to like be part of the party.
It would be 1% alcohol.
Great then, yeah. Perfect.
Oh man, I almost want to take that whole thing and just throw it in my carbonator, man. That'd be pretty sick. What do we got?
This is very confusing.
It's yellow. Oh, be still my aching heart. What we have here is Boone's Hill Fuzzy Navel at 3.2%. Is it wine? Is it something else? Boone's Farm Fuzzy Navel, beer with natural and artificial flavors and certified colors. The thing about this company is every single one of these has a different flavored citrus wine. Okay. Malt beverage. Okay. Beer. Like, what is going on over there, Boone? Peach. Peachy, peachy, peach, peach. Peach ring, peach. Peach ring candies, peach. Absolutely. Peach ring candy is one of my favorite candies. That is delicious to me. If I drink all of that, I will go into a coma. But not because of the alcohol content, which is 3.2%. I will get a very bad headache and become violently ill. It just tastes like peach candy. I don't taste anything in there that tastes like beer, but I guess what that means is that there is a grain fermentation in this process. And so that makes it a beer. It's certainly not hops. Don't expect that. Steel yourself.
If you covered my eyes, I wouldn't say peach. Something orangey, maybe.
Well, I could say that it might be tangerine-esque or clementine-esque.
Yes.
Yeah, I could say that. For me, though, it registers right away as those peach candies. Well, that was Boone's Hill. Is it Boone's Hill? I keep saying it's Boone's Farm. It's just Boone's.
It's listed on the site as Boone's Farm.
Okay. That's it for Boone's Farm. I'll be right back with another one. We're going to like some upmarket new stuff. They're new, they're hip, they're sexy, they're young. It's Boku, it's fruit juice for grown-ups. Let's bring it to the table. Bring me the Underwood. This is Underwood. Underwood is a wine company. They make wine. And they put it in a can, and one of them is a wine cooler. It's a strawberry wine cooler. It says Argonne grown, 6.9%. Oh, they got some copy. Should I do it? We're gonna go to some nice B-roll, something like a farmhouse, fields of tall grass in the fading afternoon sun. It's standing in the backyard with the warm sun on your face and a dog tucked into your side, thinking about driving to the coast and then actually doing it. Argonne Pinot Noir and Argonne strawberries and cranberry juice and lime all summer long. Ingredient, oh, that was it. I thought there was a lot more copy there. It just goes into the ingredients. All right, well, there it is. Strawberry cooler from Underwood wine. Argonne grown. Is it Oregon, 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 or Argonne?
I say Oregon.
You like Oregon?
Oregon.
I like Argonne. Bottles up. Does that smell like wine? Maybe. All right. I gotta recalibrate my senses. I might actually like this. My first sip on that was a little jarring because I'm coming off of stuff that's so sweet that my first taste was like, that's poisonous. What is that? But give me a second, because now I'm just thinking like, no, it's just good, actually. Give me a beat. It's not for me, but it's not bad at all. It tastes like strawberries and wine. It would never occur to me to take some wine and throw strawberries in it, but that's basically what it tastes like. Sure, I get the wine. I see that. I taste strawberries, and not artificial strawberries, but like they just took strawberries and soaked them into wine. So what is it? It's 6.9%. So they probably deep-proofed it a little bit with some strawberry juice or something. Not bad. What do you think?
Remember taking sips of my mom's wine coolers? Like, this is the closest that has come to.
I'm conflicted because this is definitely the most grown-up and good tasting, real tasting, wine tasting of anything we've had. It's the only one that even really approaches wine. but it does kind of stand alone. And I do have to wonder if this is what you're looking for, if you're looking for a wine cooler. I worry that these people might not be out there looking for Seagrams. Mary's like, they're not, they want this.
I would love if my mother could be in here right now and taste that and tell me if that's what wine coolers tasted like, because they did not. They weren't just sweet juice.
There was a better time. We had a society once. We must return to the days of wine coolers, when they were truly wine coolers, not this treacle crap they manufacture in some factory downtown. No, sorry, Bob. We had real wine coolers you could set your watch to back in my day. Is that a monologue your mom would have delivered? Tell me I nailed it. Come on.
You nailed it, Greg.
Yeah! Really captured her essence. I like this. I would actually drink this. I don't love it. I'm never going to buy it. I'm never reaching for it. It is not my taste. But if I'm at your house in the backyard and this is what's in the cooler and I pull one out, I'm going to go, huh, all right, it's pretty cool. It's different. I kind of want it carbonated, though. I feel like it might be better that way. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Finally, a respite from my suffering. Anyway, what's next? These are the Ramona wines, and they are wine, right? I think that they say so right here. Made with organic grapes. Blood orange wine spritz and ruby grapefruit wine spritz, product of Italy. So no artificial anything, best served chills. What it tastes like, I don't want to know what it tastes like. Don't tell me that. I'm going to figure that out for myself. What's the percent? 7%. Oh, okay, that's not fucking around. I feel like hit the ceiling. I don't like the smell that it hit my nose when I opened it. Okay. Not asphalt, but definitely some rubber, some tires. I'm not into that. I will say that I can identify it as being grapefruit flavored. I want grapefruit to be a little bit more bitter, a little bit more tart, a little less sweet. Wine spritz. Let's talk about that. Now, wine spritz, usually you got some bitter, you got some Campari, some Aperol in there, right? Now, Aperol's not that bitter, but Campari is none of that. I want it a little bit more bitter. I know why they didn't make it more bitter, because they're trying to go for a mass market and not just like a European market. They're trying to reach a broader audience and they want it to be sweet and accessible. I get a little apple note, I get some grape note. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing I've had. It does have an occasional burning tire kind of note, which I'm not in love with. I live with it. It's burning tires, but like, it's kind of nice burning tires. I don't know. Guys, I've drank some swill on this show. Like, this does not approach throwing it out for me. Now, they gotta go. That is bad news. I'm sorry, Bartles and Jaymes. You do not appreciate my patronage. That was their slogan back in the day. It was just two old guys sitting on a porch going, we appreciate your patronage. Oh, I think it was, we appreciate your business. That was the slogan.
Thank you for your support.
Which is somehow even more milquetoast. This is the Rushmore Blood Orange Spritz. There we go. Ramona Blood Orange Wine Spritz. Here we go. That's not bad. It's like an orange soda. It's not an overly sweet orange soda. I don't get any wine in it. There's no bitterness in it. Does it deliver as being a wine spritz? I don't know. Does it deliver as being a pretty tasty orange soda that apparently is 7% alcohol? Honestly, this might be my favorite one of the evening. Underwood I like it better because it's like much more serious. That tastes like wine. That tastes like fresh ingredients. This tastes like an orange soda that makes you drunk. But not an orange soda that was made by Jones Soda Company, but like a Pellegrino orange soda. So we got Rufino Wine Spritz Aranciana. And we got this twist-off cooler cap. I don't know what you call this. The resealable cap, you know, you can put it back on there. Okay, 6% alcohol, Italian wine with sparkling water, natural blood orange flavor. Contains 0% juice. Smells like cat piss. I'd believe that. If you told me that was cat piss, I'd believe it. That tastes like cat piss. What the hell? Good Lord. I reject you.
Question.
I don't want to answer any questions. Go ahead, what do you got?
Do your tasting notes.
No, I got none. It tastes like cat piss.
Would you rather this or like Seagrams?
Oh my God, that's a brutal one. Would you rather this? I'd rather this. But it's on a purely intellectual basis. If you ask me which one tastes better, that's impossible. Which one would I rather drink? Well, this is higher proof and lower sweetness, and I know I'm gonna feel better if I drink this than if I drink that Seagrams.
This won't leave like a film on your tongue. That's the main reason.
Wow, I don't like that. Just puke straight in my mouth, man. I can't drink any more of this. After this, I'm doing 3 more wine coolers from one company from Paradise. Are they named for Buffett songs? So this is the Margaritaville coolers. I didn't know these existed. I saw them at my liquor store and I had to pick them up. I guess they licensed the Margaritaville brand, but they didn't license any song names from old Jimmy. Because how do you not name these after songs? This is the Margaritaville Beach Breezy. Oh, not a twist off. It says twist off, but not for my little girlish hands. A malt beverage with natural flavors and certified color, passion fruit, pineapple, and orange. Tropical punch. I don't know, it seems like it fit the mold, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't say wine cooler or cooler on it, but like, what else would you call this? This is made by the Margaritaville Brewing Company, but even that doesn't mean much. It does say it contains alcohol. Here we go. Okay, we're back to Seagram's. This just tastes like the Seagram stuff. It's the exact same product. It's a Jones soda with 4% alcohol in it. Specifically, I would call that like a strawberry soda, even though I know it says passion fruit. Sure, I could say that's passion fruit, but I think that when you put together passion fruit, pineapple, orange, they kind of wind up being strawberry-ish. Like, not really actually strawberry, but like the way a pink strawberry soda tastes. Next, we've got the Mango Punch Paradise. I'm so excited. I can barely contain myself. That does remind me of a flavor from my youth, but I cannot place it. I guess they say it's mango, but that tastes more passion fruit to me than the other one. What else is in it? Mango and peach? Okay, yeah, I could see that. The thing is that none of these taste like the actual thing. They taste like a candy version of the thing. I can't endorse these. I like Jimmy Buffett's music, some of it. I can't say that I love the products that the man will sell his name to sell. He licenses his name. That's his brand. Margaritaville is his brand, and it is a brand that has paid him well. He is like one of the highest earning musical artists of all time.
He has casinos, so yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next Margaritaville. This one is Strawberry Daiquiri. Now, I think you make a bold statement when you actually put an actual drink's name on there, right? The other ones, you know, how am I going to argue with Beach Breezy? Sure, it's a Beach Breezy. I don't know what that is. How am I going to argue with Mango Peach Punch? You made it up. It's your own thing. You say it is, it is. But this is a Strawberry Daiquiri? I'm betting not. If you served me that as a Strawberry Daiquiri, I would slap your mouth. That's a Melted Jolly Rancher. It is disgusting. There is nothing daiquiri about it. Well, Meredith, what did we learn today?
The category of wine cooler is slightly alcoholed fruit juice.
Yes, I would put it this way. The category of wine coolers is a demon-haunted place that one should avoid. With the exception of, actually, the Ramona and Underwood. And I will say, I'm surprised. I did not expect them to be good. But, like, these other things were so bad. For me, for the way that I like things to be, for the way that Meredith likes things to be. I get people commenting, hey, that sounds great for me, because I just want to eat super-duper sugary sweet stuff that has a little bit of alcohol in it. Man, if that's what you want, this is it. I hope you learned something today out there in the YouTube land. What I learned is that I will never drink a wine cooler again. And they should stay in the 80s, where they belong, or in the early 90s. Let them die.
Would you say, Greg, that they're Jamaican you sad?
They're Jamaican me sad. Very nice. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram and on Patreon to help support this show and see extra parts of this episode that didn't quite make the cut, and I bet there's a few of them in this one. Check that out in the link below. You'll also find me on Twitch and TikTok, all in the link below. In the meantime, check out some of these other episodes of HUD, because I've been making this for 6 years, and I'll be back with another episode real quick. All right, cut.